A look outside the Beltway at the University of Chicago Law School, where we sat down this week with President Obama. And we're back now with more of our exclusive conversation with the president. We talked with Mr. Obama in the library at the law school, where he taught for 12 years. He reminisced about that and a presidency that is winding down. Since I'm sure this is a sentimental journey for you, I'd like to do a lightning round about the past 8 years. Quick questions, quick answers. Yeah. Best day in the White House?
The day that we passed health care reform. And we sat out on the Truman balcony with all the staff that had worked so hard on it. And I knew what it would mean for the families that I'd met who didn't have health care.
Worst day in the White House?
The day we traveled up to Newtown after Sandy Hook.
No explanation needed there.
No.
Biggest accomplishment?
Saving the economy from a Great Depression.
Worst mistake?
Probably failing to plan for the day after what I think was the right thing to do in intervening in Libya.
What you're going to miss most when you leave office?
Other than Air Force One.
No, that's an answer.
Yeah, what I'll miss most is the breadth of interactions you have with the American people. When you are president, you meet people from every walk of life, every region, and it gives you a unique appreciation for this unbelievable country of ours.
What you're looking forward to most when you leave office?
Being able to take a walk outside.
I have to ask, with all due respect, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you got a little bit more gray hair than you had, and you look back over these 8 years, has it been a tough job? Has it aged you?
You know, I don't think it has aged me spiritually or mentally. Obviously, I've gotten older, but I suspect that in some ways the job may keep you younger, just because every day is a new challenge. It is fascinating. It is an extraordinary privilege. I have no doubt that when I leave the office, after a day, a week, a month, maybe 6 months, you'll start realizing the day-to-day burdens that you are carrying, and you'll probably be a little bit lighter. But on the other hand, the degree to which every part of you is tested and engaged, that keeps you young.
Now, we've ended up here, and there's a plaque. Barack Obama, President of the United States, senior lecturer at Chicago Law School, wrote "Dreams from my father" in this office.
How about that? It is true that I got a offer to come. I could write and teach a seminar, and eventually I ended up teaching here at the university.
Can we go in?
We should go in. I will tell you that it was pretty Spartan then.
Oh, my Lord.
And it is pretty Spartan now.
There's quite a journey from the Oval Office starting here.
The Oval has better light.
It's got more room, too.
It's got a little more room. I don't even think I had a plant. Partly because I don't have a green thumb, and I was sure, unlike Michelle with her garden, I was pretty sure that...
You know what, dreams from my father. What was your dream back then? You certainly didn't think president.
Finishing. Finishing that book.
Finishing the book.
Because I was past deadline.
So what would you tell, if you could go back 12 years in time, that law professor, what would you tell him that he didn't know about how the world works?
Well, first of all, that law professor back then would think I was crazy, saying that somehow you might end up being president. You know, what I would tell him is what I was telling some of those law students downstairs, that for all the frustrations of democracy and all the contention, and it's not always a straight line, but if you put your shoulder to the wheel and you have faith in our democracy and our system, it works.
So it's more complicated than he would have understood that.
Absolutely. And you know, I think that when you're outside of the system, you are properly outraged at this ineptitude of the government or this corruption or this issue that you feel deeply about. When you're in it, what you realize is that if you follow this process, if you're respectful of this process, then we can sort it out. And not everybody's going to be completely happy with it. But it will beat any other system, given that we are human and given original sin. This is going to work about as well as it can.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us.
Enjoyed you bringing me back here.
Again, what a remarkable journey from that cubbyhole all the way to the Oval Office.